Greeting Duelist. Today I'm going to be showcasing a really crazy competitive and nice rogue deck, Scareclaw, with a small super heavy engine. The super heavy works really well to create an omni-negate and other synchros to protect your Scareclaw lines. And usually you go into your super heavy plays before you activate your Scareclaw spells or trap. Okay, the Scareclaw side, we start with 3 Rykart. He's the best Scareclaw, gets you your spell and traps. We then play 3 Astra. Second best, gives you the multiple attack, good to help you board clear with your Link 3. Play 2 Blown and 2 Acro. Didn't want to play all the 3/3/3 package because I wanted to fit other cards like hand traps, board breakers, and stuff like that. Next, we play 3 Fenrir. Fenrir is really good in this deck. It gets you your one of Kashtira Scareclaw. Fenrir helps you just normal summon it, special summoning it. It's a big threat for your opponent. They have to deal with it, so it plays around a lot of interruptions, just so your Scareclaw lines are clean and uninterrupted when they start. Okay, that's it for the Scareclaw. Oh, also play 1 Visa Starfrost. Visa is always nice, helps you make Baron if you open right. And that's it for the Scareclaws with the Kashtiras and the 1 Visas. Next, we play the small super heavy package. We play 3 Bike. You discard it from your hand to if you control no spells and traps in your graveyard. Usually you're gonna activate this first before you have any spells and traps in your grave, and you search any super heavy card. Then 3 Wakushi helps you set up your scales, your pendulum scales. Next we play 3 Soul Piercers. And the one-ofs, the bricks that you don't want to see. This one, it's not that bad if you draw it with another super heavy card, but he's usually not a 1 card starter. And your other is the other pendulum scale. Oh, again, he isn't bad to draw if you draw him alongside another super heavy, but if you want the 1 card combo, you want the other 9 cards. Next, for hand traps, we play 3 Ash. Ash is just generically okay right now with this format. There are a lot of other better hand traps, but Ash covers a lot of non-meta threats too. So I kept the Ash. Next, play 3 Droll. Droll right now hurts a lot of decks, and it's really good this format. For sort of board breakers, play 3 Div Incarnate Kurikara. She's really good when you bait out your opponent monster's effect. You just tribute over them and go for battle to deal some good damage. Let's say your opponent they have Baron, Savage, and all these crazy negates, or especially Appaloosa. You bait out 1 Appaloosa negate and you just tribute this over it. Towards the end phase, you could revive their Baron or any crazy card. Next, we play 2 of the Scareclaw planets. This is not a heavy Scareclaw engine, so we're not going to be playing too many Scareclaw spells and traps. Next, we play 2 Arrival. This is your monster reborn for your Scareclaws, and 1 Splash. Um, if you end up having one Scareclaw spell or trap in your graveyard, and you happen to draw into a super heavy, and you want to get your super heavy line started, you can do so by banishing one of them using Scareclaw Kashtira, and it'll usually get your engine going. This is it for the main deck. Should be 40. For the extra deck, we play Superheavy Samurai Scareclaw. He's your link one that gets your line going. We play 2 Scareclaw Light Art. With any Scareclaw monster, this gets you your field spell, which goes into a 1-card combo. Next, we play 3 Scareclaw Tryhard. Having 3 is really important for this deck, because this is once per copy. It's not hard once per turn. So let's say you revive one of your Scareclaws off the grave, you search your right card, especially your right card, to get whatever. Then you could go into another one, revive the level 3 again, and search another level 3 to give an extra effect to your Tryhard. Next, some optional cards, but are just generally good. 2 Charmers, Gloomy and Asa. 1 BLS. This is really good if you use your level 7 Kashtira cards. It becomes untargetable and indestructible. Next, you play 1 access code, 1 Appaloosa. You're usually not going into them that often, but they're there just in case something happened to your Scareclaw line or you run out of the Tryhards. And now for the synchros, I play 1 Golden Cloud Beast Malong. He's a extremely good and underrated TCG exclusive synchro. It states when this is synchro summon, you could either increase this level by 1 or decrease this level by 1. So if you increase this level by 1, it becomes a level 7. Him and another level 3 Scareclaw gets you to a synchro 10, or you could leave him as a synchro a level 6, and with Rykart you could also make a synchro 10. And the cool effect is when it leaves the field and goes to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on your opponent's field and just shuffle it into the deck. Next, this is why we really like the Superheavy Samurai engine in this deck, because we can make Nichiria Beast basically a floodgate for a lot of spell heavy decks. You make him using your motorbike, your super heavy motorbike, in any level 3 Scareclaw. Next, we play 1 Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon and 1 Baron de Fleur. If you want to cut any of your optional cards, you can play 1 Stardust. So he becomes, let's say your opponent chains Nib. After this, you could quick effect, go summon Stardust from your extra deck and synchro into a Baron, and he becomes unaffected. You can also play Baguska in this deck. You could easily make him by opening a Rykart, going into your link one, searching the field spell, use the field spell to search another Rykart, special summon the Rykart, get the revival spell, and revive back the other Rykart that's in the grave to make a Baguska. It's a decent line, but nowadays it's not that difficult to out in other decks. Again, for the side deck, there are a lot of options people could play in the side decks, but a good side deck option that I want to give a shout out to is Bestials. It's really good against Mathmech and Branded. Does a lot of work. A really good engine. This could be one of your engines on your side decks. You can also play probably 3 Ghost Bells, Effect Veilers, or even Ogres instead of those. There's a lot of options you could play on the side. It's all dependent on your area and what they usually play. For spells, there are also good options, but the most effective ones is always to have a Duster in hand, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Triple Attack, and 1 Thrust. These are all really good. It gets you really powerful effects to help you play around your opponent. You can also play Eradicator in this. If you play a lot of the Bestials, you can add Eradicator. And it's good to play around those trap heavy decks or spell heavy decks. Could play 1D barrier. I always have 1 Scareclaw Twins on the side in case I play against a Link heavy deck. It's really good, the banish effect. And 1 Gorgon's Eye. So basically, with Gorgon Eyes, you could turn your Tryhard into a Baguska. And to get all of these one-of traps, he could play from 1 to 3 trap track. This states you can grab any of those traps by tributing a monster, destroying a monster on your field. So usually you end with Tryhard and the Link 3 Tryhard, and he revives back a monster. So you could just pop that monster that you revived and go into any of these. Again, you could play from 1 to 3, depending on the side deck. Let's start with a small combo you could do with Super Heavies. Need any Scareclaw name, preferably the Link, the level 3s, and usually any of your Super Heavy 1-card starters. So you keep this in hand, and you start off by normal summoning, Link away into, let me move this up for better visual, Link into Scarecrow. Your Soul Piercer effect will activate in the graveyard to search your motorbike. You discard motorbike to the graveyard to add you a Super Heavy card. For this 1-card combo, you want to add Wakashi. With Wakashi, you put him in a Pendulum Scale. It's going to be hard to fit all these cards in there. Put him in a Pendulum Scale, you activate him to summon him on the field and place a Pendulum Scale. Here you would place Big Benkei. You activate your Benkei's effect to search any Super Heavy card. Here it doesn't really matter what you search, but usually you want to grab the bikes just to get them all in the grave and mill out your deck. You activate your Scarecrow to discard this and revive back your Soul Piercer. Here you're going to Synchro into Excel Synchro. Here you'll start 3 chain links. You want to start with chain link 1, Excel Synchro to revive back, bring back your motorbike. Chain link 2 of Soul Piercer to search you another super heavy, and chain link 3 to put Wakashi in a Pendulum scale. You're gonna revive, put him in the Pendulum scale, and with this you get a search. Here I'll search my last bike. If I can find him, alright, my last bike. So now you have 2 cards in hand. Here, let's say your opponent decides to nib you and you play Stardust in your extra deck. You just quick play, go into Stardust, and synchro off that way. Oh, my bad. Actually, you're not supposed to search motorbike here. You're going to search. You're going to search this guy, Soul Peacemaker, because this can't be used as a link material, and you want to get him off the field. So now you have 2 in hand. You'll go into Baron. You'll activate your Soul Peacemaker, attach it to this, activate effect to send both to grave, and special off the 1 bike. Here, you'll Pendulum summon your Acro, and just do your basic Scareclaw line from here. From Acro, you go into your Link 1. Link 1 grabs you the field spell. Put it here. Field spell grabs you your level 4. You special your level 4. You grab the Reborn spell, and you'll get 1 free draw. Could be anything. You get 1 free draw. Okay. Here you'll use your revive spell. Okay, let's say you drew another Scareclaw. I'll make the best board here. Let's say you drew another Scareclaw name. You'll use your revive spell to reborn your Acro. Use him and the bike to go into Naturia Beast. Special summon any extender from here, or if you didn't have another one, you just skip the beast line, but it's so strong that you usually want to do it. You special summon him, link 3. To your Triheart. Activate your Triheart, reborn your Acro, and grab you another Rykart for follow-up. This is using one of the Superheavy Samurai starters and one of your Scareclaw monsters. And to summon Naturia Beast, you just need 1 extra extender, any extra extender or extra body on the field. If not, you just start with those 2 cards. You'll just end up with a Baron and your Triheart. But here, you'll have an omni-negate, you'll have your Naturia Beast, and you'll have a Scareclaw on the field, and follow up with 3 more cards. You, let's say you had maybe 3 extenders, 3 extra Scareclaw extenders. Instead of searching your revive spells, you could have searched your Scareclaw trap card, which is basically an omni-negate that will protect you against Dark Ruler no more. So you flip this up in the draw phase. Now you have 1 omni-negate. I'll save this to negate any spell or trap. Use your Baron for any problematic cards, and just use Naturia Beast for all their spells. So if they activated Dark Ruler or Droplet, you can use Splash to negate it. And this is what the Superheavy Samurai engine really does to your Scareclaw lines. This is what you end up having in a graveyard. This can leave the graveyard to protect your link 3, so it's not permanent there. You can also search off your tryhard on your turn, search off the Scareclaw Kashtira to get a Scareclaw spell or trap out of your grave if you need to use any of the super heavy cards. But at this point, you've mostly used up a lot of your super heavy cards to complete this combo. Again, I'd recommend any Scareclaw player to definitely give this a try. Very strong engine. Not that intrusive to the deck. I'd say this is probably better than the adventure engine to have, because it gets you two strong synchros, and also doesn't leave you with a token, so in case your opponent somehow negates a lot of your cards and just goes evenly and you're left with that one token. And on your turn, you basically can OTK them here. You probably go into access code using these two. You could Pendulum summon, normal summon, and do a lot of damage from here. This is basically it, and thank you guys for watching. And I'll guys keep you updated on my Scareclaw journey on any of the other card that I test out or play. I've played the Kashtira variant, Scareclaw Kashtira. It was pretty good, but this is very, very spicy and exciting in this deck.